Hello bookish people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. In today's video, we are doing a come book shopping with me at Target and some local thrift stores, and we're also doing an Amazon book unboxing. So last week I decided to reorganize my shelves, which led to me doing a book on haul, and coincidentally the week I did the book on haul, Target and Amazon both had book sales that were buy two get one free. So buy two books, get the third one free. Of course I was like, oh, like obviously this is fate because I just unhauled a bunch of books. Now I have room, and now two of my favorite places are doing book sales. So like it made sense. I went a little crazy. I went more crazy on Amazon than Target, but like whatever, it doesn't matter. But yesterday I went to Target and I went to some thrift stores. I got some clips of me browsing the stores inside. I would say my thrift store clips are better than my Target clips because like honestly I was feeling a little embarrassed. I've never like done vlogging like that, and I was like, oh my god, like people are gonna be like, oh my god, she's filming, you know what I mean? Like there's a little self-consciousness going on, but I feel like I got maybe some good clips, but the thrift store ones are better. I don't know, let's just roll them now. These are the three books that I picked up at Target, so let's talk about them. The first one we have is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. This book I feel like is everywhere. Everybody is reading Frida McFadden right now. She is a popular mystery thriller author, and I feel like the reason she's so popular is also because she's on KU, so everybody can read them. Her books are very accessible. Also, she has like shorter mystery thrillers. Like I don't think this one's very long. It's like right at 300 pages, and for me, that is perfect. That's one of the things that really intrigues me about her as an author is I'm someone who likes short mystery thrillers. Like give me a 300-page mystery thriller. If we're getting over like 330 pages in a mystery thriller, no, unnecessary. Stop doing that. I like to know the mystery, and I like to be captivated, and I like to figure it out immediately. And everyone says she has crazy twists and turns on her books as well, and she wouldn't be so hyped up. She wouldn't be like trending on Goodreads and like have her books as the most read of the week on Goodreads for no reason. Okay, there's something great about her books. I'm gonna figure it out, and I am super excited to read this one. I don't know anything about it other than it's about a housemaid and she works for a rich family, I assume. So sounds exciting. The next book I picked up is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. This is the book I actually had in my mind going into the store. I was like, okay, I am definitely buying this book. This is a hockey romance, and I have a confession to make. Okay, you guys ready for it? I have never read a hockey romance. I know. I am here to atone for my sins, and we are going to read Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Honestly, I feel like hockey romances are all the rage right now. Like all the popular romances that I'm seeing on like Kindle Unlimited and Goodreads, and the ones like, hey, use like, we think you would enjoy this, are all hockey romance. It's like pucking around, double pucked, and like stuff like that. But this one was at Target, so I bought it. And also the town is called Maple Hills. Maple Hills. Like, could you think of anything cuter? Like, I cannot. It is about a hockey player and a figure skater, and that is all I know about it. Like, I don't know any of the tropes. All I know is hockey romance, and the town's called Maple Hills, and right there, that sold me. And it's an adorable cover. And the last book I picked up from Target is One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. I am so excited to read this book. So I have never read anything by Olivia Blake outside of her Atlas 6 trilogies, and she is coming out with her backlist. So when Tor Publishing picked up Atlas 6, I guess they purchased her whole backlist as well, because now I feel like all the stuff that she had traditionally indie published like way back whenever, they're now releasing as new releases and hardcover editions and this and that. Like Alone with You in the Ether, that wasn't a new book, but they just like republished it in a traditional sense. And same with this One for My Enemy. And then she's coming out with another one called Masters of Death. That one I'm so excited to read because oh my god, that plot sounds amazing. I read the first sentence on here and it captivated me and it pulled me in, and also the pearlescent cover, the red, the knife, the roses, and the end papers. Like, are you kidding me? It's gorgeous. So it says here, in modern day Manhattan, where we lay our scene, two rival witch families fight to maintain control of their respective criminal empires. So fantasy romance mixed with a mafia romance mixed, like, I don't even know what else, but like, I'm excited, I'm here for it, and I can't wait to read more by this author. Next, I went to 2 local thrift stores, and I wanted to show you guys what it is like for me when I go out thrifting for books. I wanted to show you all the titles that I come across. Although I went to 2 stores and I only picked up 1 book, I wanted to show you because there's tons of popular titles, and the reason I didn't pick them up is because a lot of the popular titles I saw I already own copies of, or they're just popular books that I'm personally not interested in, but other people might be interested in them. And I think my point of this is you don't need a ton of money to read and have a beautiful book collection. If you are consistent by going to the thrift store, you can find some amazing books. So here is the clips from the thrift store. So the one book I picked up was at the second thrift store, and it was Circe by Madeline Miller. And I actually do already own this book, but I own a paperback edition and I found a hardcover edition. So I was so excited to trade in my paperback for my hardcover. And usually when I do that, I will just go ahead and donate the other one. So it's like a full circle moment, right? I took one from the thrift store, but I'm giving another back. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm very excited to read this. I haven't read any Madeline Miller. I own Circe. I own A Song of Achilles. I know I gotta read her books. Actually, that's a lie. I did read Galatea, but that's like literally took me 20 minutes to read. So like, we're not gonna count that as reading Madeline Miller, because I think when people are like, oh, have you read Madeline Miller? They're like, you know, they want you to read Circe and Song of Achilles, not her like 20-minute book. So yeah, I still need to read her. It's on my like a grand plan list for sometime in the future. Maybe now that I have a hardcover, I will do it sooner. And now it is time to unbox these packages. I do not know how the Amazon book unboxing girlies do it. Like, the amount of willpower it took for me to not immediately open these packages when they came in the mail was astounding. Like, as soon as they came in the mail, I was like, you know, like, I want to open you so bad. And it's like, I already know what's in it. Like, do I need to open it? No. Like, am I gonna read the book immediately? No. But it took all my willpower to save it for this video right now. So let's unbox them, shall we? First, we're starting with the box because this one came in first. So we just gotta start with this one. I'm so excited. I don't necessarily know which one is in each package. I just know the box came in first. So we're doing that one. Oh my God, don't cut myself. That would just be the icing on the cake. Okay, we are opening the first one, and we have the book on top. So the first book I picked up is Delilah Green, Doesn't Care by Ashley Heron Blake. This is a small town sapphic romance that I have just seen everywhere, and everybody who has read this book, I have never heard one bad thing uttered about this book. Like, literally 0 bad things. I don't even think I've seen people rate this 3 stars. I've only seen like 4 and 5 star reviews of this book, and everybody is reading it, everybody's obsessed with it, and I want to be in on it. So here we go, Delilah Green, Doesn't Care. I am very excited to read this one, and that's all I have to say. The next book in this box is a box set, and it is A Darker Shades of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Okay, let's talk about this. V.E. Schwab just released new covers of the Darker Shade of Magic trilogy. But you know, I found that out after I already bought this. Like, I ordered it on Amazon, and then the next day I went to Target and I found like the new paperback editions. But then I was like, okay, maybe I'll just like buy them from Target and then like return this paperback set, whatever. But they didn't have the third one. They only had the first two. So then I was just like, okay, like I guess I'll stick with the paperback set. I don't really know. What do I do? What do I do? I am not sure, because I really like the new editions better. But like, of course it would be me who buys this and then finds out about brand new cover releases the day after. So like, are we keeping this one? Are we returning this one? I don't know. Because I do like the, and then also too, V.E. Schwab's coming out with a new book called The Fragile Threads of Power, and that coverway matches the original trilogy. So like, if I'm gonna buy the new release, like it's all gonna match. So I don't know what we're doing, but I do want to read this a trilogy regardless. Let's talk about the content, the book. I have no idea what it's about. I read The Invisible Life of Adelie Root, utterly obsessed with that book and V.E. Schwab's writing, and I want to read more by her. And I know her newest book, it takes place in the darker shades of magic world. So in order to read her new release, I have to read these first. So challenge accepted, I will do it. So yeah, we have these little box set that I may or may not keep. Okay, so I already ripped this one open until I realized my address was completely visible. So let's pretend I just did that. Now let's open the package. Okay, I have two books in here. We have, okay, The Wicked King and the Queen of Nothing, the last two books in the Cruel Prince trilogy. So I have the Cruel Prince, and now I want to finish the series. So I actually haven't read it. I just want to binge the whole series, and in order to do that, I need to read these books. So, I mean, I need to own these books in order to binge the series. Next one, let's go. Let's tear this one open. What is the heck is on the inside of this paper? It's so strange. Let's see this one. What's in here? We're just gonna pull them out. I mean, I know what I bought, but ooh, okay. I'm so excited about this book. This is How You Lose the Time Lord by Max Gladstone. This book, I have heard so many great things about it, and I have been dying to read this book for the longest time, and it's always been sitting in my Amazon cart. And then when it was part of the Amazon sale, I was like, okay, yes, we are finally doing it. And it's actually a really short book. So yeah, I have no idea what it's about. I think it's sci-fi. It's short, and it's been on my TBR for a while. The last book that I picked up, oh, the cover is like a little messed up, but that's fine, is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I did not read the synopsis for this book. The only reason I bought this book is because Haley Pham recently talked about it in one of her videos, and she was like, this is Hunger Games but in space. And then I watched Katie Coulson's Hunger Games videos, and I was like, oh my god, like, I want to read Hunger Games again. And then coupled that with the Haley Pham comment of this is Hunger Games in space, and like, it all came together, and I bought this book. So yeah, there is that book as well. I'm super excited to read that, and I think it's like a trilogy, but then there's like a new book coming out in it, so I'm like kind of confused on what's going on with the Red Rising universe, but I'm here for it. I want to be a part of it. I'm invested. Well, I'm not invested yet, but I'll read the book and we'll decide if I'm invested or not. So these are all the books that I bought this past week. It might have went a little crazy, but I feel like I have lots of great titles here that I am super excited. We have a little bit of everything. We have sci-fi, we have fantasy, we have romance, we have YA fantasy as well. We have a mystery thriller and Madeline Miller. So I feel like we have such a wide selection of books, and that's exactly what I like. I'm not the person to just like binge one genre, because like I can't do it. I like variety. I get bored. Like, how can you just read? I mean, like, I love you. I love the girlies who only read a romance. I love the girlies who only read a fantasy, but like, I get bored. You know what I mean? Like, I need to switch it up. I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling a mystery thriller today. Ooh, no, I'm feeling romance today. Oh no, give me dragons and fantasy today. Like, that's how I am. So like, respect to the girlies who could stick to one genre, because I'm sure your shelves look super aesthetic and beautiful. But I like a little bit of everything. Honestly, this month I've been kind of struggling to read a bit. I've read 6 books so far this month, and we're at the 15th. So honestly, that's pretty good, right? Like 6 books. That means if I keep with that pace, I'll have read 12 books by the end of the month. But my struggle with this month is there are so many books that I want to read. Like, I'm getting overwhelmed, and I'm like, I don't know which one to start, because I start one, I'm like, but wait, I want to read that one, but then I want to read that one. So this is like different than my book slump at the beginning of the year, because that was like, I do not want to read. But this book slump is like, there are too many options of books to read, and I'm getting overwhelmed. So if you have read any of these books, leave them down in the comments down below. Tell me what to start with, because I need some help right now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!